Hello everyone and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. Just a heads up, this one's going to be just a little bit of a longer video today. Hoping to get it in under 10 minutes, but we're doing this kind of, it's not even a fun fold, it's kind of a fun front card. Just adds a little bit of interest when it's opened. So we are going to go ahead and start building this. So I've done this one with the basic white theme, and this one I'm doing with the Coastal Cabana theme. And I think I need to cut out one more piece. So that is going to add just a little bit of time to the video. I just need to grab a piece of basic white, and the smallest. I'm using the Spotlight on Nature dies for this one. And again, just using designer series paper and the greetings from the Wanted to Say dies, and this one we're using the You're Too Kind, and the background is one piece, but the front is 3 different pieces, so it takes just that little bit extra to put it together so that it's together correctly. And I'm just going to grab this and poke out the extra bits here. This is for the inside of the card, so it goes in behind. It's this piece here. So you've got an area to write your greeting on. You can do this with a brush as well. I just haven't got mine out at the moment. So just using my poke tool. There you go. Just to get all those bits out. And I have already done this on the pieces that I'm going to be using, so you don't have to sit and watch this for hours. And we're just going to pop those out, and that's all of them. Okay, so let's get going on this. What we've got is a 5 1/4 by 4 card base. A regular card base with a 5 1/4 by 4 piece of designer series paper. Then we've got our greeting cut out. Those are the pieces for it. We've got a 4 by 1 3/4 piece of designer series paper that's going to go along the bottom. And then we've got 2 of the larger, I call them the petal edge dies in Coastal Cabana. And then out of the Nest of Winter designer series paper, we've got the birds cut out. And these ones I put them kind of at the wrong angle, so I need to pay attention when I'm doing this one. There's a few steps to this. It's not complicated. You just have to pay attention. So the first thing I need to do is I need to measure down the front of the card. We're going to cut the card front at 3 1/2. So I just need to measure down to 3 1/2 on this side and 3 1/2 on this side. So again, trusty pencil comes out, and I'm just going to pop this up so you can see what I'm doing. I need to line this up so my 3 1/2 line is kind of in the trough, and then I'm going to I'm just lining it up so I can see it in here, and I'm going to bring the cutter down to my fold, and you can see like there's a line in the middle of the cutter blade that shows you where you are. So I'm just going to come down to here, okay, and then I'm going to cut this top piece off. And again, just bringing that down to my cut line. There we go. Okay. So now this is our card base. And on the white card, I used this off-cut piece to cut the piece for the middle. But I thought I would make it white still on this card, even though the background is the Coastal Cabana. So, okay, so what we can do is we can add our designer series paper. Again, this is the Nests of Winter designer series paper. So we're going to add this piece. I'll fold it out so it's easier for you to see. Just into the front of the card here like this. And then we're going to take our 5 1/4 by 4 piece and we're going to add it to the inside. I did it the 2 different ones, but honestly I ran out of this paper to do the dark background again. So we are making do with what we have. So that is our card so far. What we need to do, this piece goes on last. What we need to do is we need to take our birds. We're going to take one and we're going to adhere it to one of our circles here. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to take this and we're going to glue it to the front just at the bottom here for now. So I know that I want this to sit like this. So I'm just going to put adhesive, just a little piece of adhesive just at the bottom here. And I'm going to line this up where I want it on the front, like that. Now I'm going to open the card up and I need to line this one up exactly so that the little petal holes match. So I'm going to just put lots of adhesive on the back here like this. And then I'm going to line up those petals all the way around like that. And I'm just rubbing there because I've got some extra adhesive. So that's, excuse me, that's lined up. Now we can add the birds. What I did with this one is I glued the birds on first and then tried to line everything up. Oh, hold on just a second. Sorry, try and get the frog out of my throat, but it didn't work. So now we can line this one up on the inside like that. So to do this, we can take this piece of Designer Series paper and adhere it to our background. Then we're going to open it up and just add the background, lining up those those petal holes. And then we can add our second bird in there. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to put adhesive on this. And because, oh, I've done it the wrong way. Good grief. Okay, let's start that again. Sorry, everyone. If you want to pause your video or fast forward it, we're just going to cut ourselves another piece of paper. And we're going to do this all over again. So I have the option of stopping the video and redoing it, but quite frankly, I don't have enough paper left to do that. So we're going to do this again. And I'm just going to run that through, run it back. There we go. There we are. And I will get out my sponge this time so you don't have to sit through me doing the whole pick thing all over the place. No, it looks like we're still going to have to do a little bit. Let's just... And one last one there. Okay, so that was that much quicker. Okay, now I have a right side and a wrong side. So I'm going to just make sure all of my little bits are out of the way. And I'm just going to add some adhesive like this. And I'm going to lay it adhesive side up in the middle of this piece here. Then I'm going to fold the card over and pick it up. And that way I know that when I close the card, that piece is hidden. So you don't have any extra pieces of writing or anything showing around. So that is the structure of the card. Now we're going to make our greeting. And I dimensionalized the greeting and I added some of the in color shimmer gems, the current in color or the new in color for this year. Okay, so we've got the your, and we're just going to lay that down. We're going to start with the Y in place, and then we're going to unstick it from our fingers. And we're going to grab our pick tool and just line this up so it's where we want it to be. And then we're going to take the 2, and we're going to pop that down. And then again, using our pick tool just to set down. And the brilliant thing they've done with this one is the eye is integral. The dot on the eye is integral. So you're not chasing around looking for that little tiny dot when you do your die cut. So this is, to me, that's brilliant. That is the best thing they could have ever done with this, is make that eye into the dot on the eye part of the whole thing. So there we go. We've got our greeting, "You're too kind." And then I'm just going to grab some dimensionals and pop them on. So this really kind of gets separated from the background. I'm just going to peel these off. Okay, so yes, again, watching me peel backings off. And then we're just going to, this goes over top of the circle, and we just give it a bit of a pop down. And I think I've got I've got a backing paper still stuck in the back here. There we go. There we go. All good. Now, we're going to grab our putty tool on the take your pick, and we're going to add some of these shimmer gems. I put one down in here like this, and then I just popped some around the birds. Just kind of randomly placed them like that. So these are our 2 options for this kind of fun front card. I love the fact that we've still got pattern on the inside when we open it up. This is blank. You could put designer series paper in here as well, just to kind of finish it off if you wanted to kind of match the rest of the card. But we've got the card done on the basic white, and we've got it done on the Coastal Cabana. So let me know in the comments which one you prefer, and let's create together again soon.